Well, hello there, gorgeous. It is Saturday Slay in the 6 o'clock hour. And today, this Saturday, we are slaying the thought that we can't set boundaries or we can't keep them. So, first of all, why do you need boundaries? Ooh. Well, here's a little story time for Saturday Slay. Well, when you don't have clear boundaries, people will walk all over you. Plain and simple. Whether they're your family, your mate, your friends, your co-workers, and even more important than that, setting clear and healthy boundaries with yourself. That's where it begins. And a couple of things I want to talk about today. Affirm. How do you affirm yourself? What are you saying to yourself about yourself? Affirm what you believe, not affirm what your circumstance is. Affirm what you want. Affirm what you need. What kind of boundaries do you need? What makes you feel comfortable? What gives you peace? What gives you clarity? What brings you joy, girl? What keeps you in line with your goals? I'm thinking about releasing weight, and many of us are working on that or have worked on that or have succeeded. The boundary for me this coming week, and even after I finish with the video, is to get to moving in the ways that I said I would. Keeping my word to myself is a boundary. And it's a boundary we have to keep. We can't keep our word with other people and neglect ourselves and think that's okay. Because if we can keep our word with other people, yet we can't keep our word with ourselves. I want us to think about that. Not the healthiest thing for us. Emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, none of that. What are you reading? What are you listening to? What are you putting in your system, so to speak? What are you fortifying yourself with? Whether it's scriptures, whether it's a good book, whether it's a poetry, whether it's reading a blog, reading a newsletter to remind you of who you are and your value, your worth. Because when we have self-worth and self-love, it is a lot easier to set boundaries for ourselves and, most importantly, keep them. What are you writing? Yes, I'm going to get on you about writing. Are you keeping a journal? And your journal, we're not kvetching and complaining. We are writing what we want to see. We are writing as if it is so. We are writing what we believe. We are writing a new story, a new narrative for ourselves. Not what is this moment, the circumstance. We're writing what we want to see in our lives. We're not looking at a bank account with fewer zeros than what we have, or just focusing on what it is. We are focusing on the abundance of this beautiful world, this earth, this God-given place that we are in, this whole wide world. There's so much. There is no lack. The lack is in between here and here, my love. So we have to see ourselves as abundantly abundant, if that makes sense. I mean, wildly abundant, that it's almost, and of course there's enough. Of course I have more than enough. And guess what, girl? My sweet, sweet, gorgeous one. We don't have to know how We just have to rest in ease. And when I say rest in ease, I don't mean plan. I don't mean execute. I don't mean do something. But I don't mean scurrily or hurriedly, just, moving around like we're on a hamster wheel, just to say that we're busy and doing something. Because doing something is resting as well. Resting in the knowledge that I have everything that I need. And how it appears, really not my concern. I want you to stand on your boundaries that you write. I want you to go back and revisit and revise them if you need to. I want you to stand on them, 10 toes down, girl. That hook or crook, it's gonna happen. And it won't be a crook and it won't be a hook. That's just an old wives' tale. But what I'm saying is, it is. It is believing that I am already whatever that is. And so as you create and set boundaries for yourself, what you want for yourself, what you want your life to look like, what you value, and how much you value yourself, you will not tolerate foolishness from anyone. It will be your co-workers, your boss. You will come to know your value and speak your value in such a way that you don't have to scream and yell. You don't have to be disrespectful. You can get your words out. You can prepare what you need to say. And if need be, girl, prepare an exit strategy. Whether it's your job, an abusive relationship that doesn't serve you, an unhealthy anything, relationships with your family. We can't necessarily cut them off as if they don't exist, but we don't have to engage with them if we are unable to get clear communication and respect with one another. You have the right. It's your right, girl. It is your right to heal with healthy boundaries. It is your right to emerge powerfully with a voice that does not have to scream at anyone. Because when you walk in the room, gorgeous, you have already said what needs to be said. And you get the chance to recreate the life you love. It is your right to heal. And soon we'll be talking about how to write to heal. You're going to write the way to heal. So, my dear, my gorgeous one, get your affirmations in, speak them 3 and 4 times a day in the mirror. Read something. Read the transcript to a podcast that you like, that you want to see. Take notes from a podcast that speaks to you. And girl, write the story of a lifetime. You are a bestseller. Your story is already a bestseller because you are the narrator. You are the narrator. You write the story of your life. Until next week, go ahead and slay. Let's get those boundaries in play. Until next time.